Hi, I'm Eric Larson, the product manager for the HFA3 here at Zeiss. It's my pleasure to give you a tour of the innovative HFA3 visual field analyzer. Since its first model was produced nearly 30 years ago, the HFA has been part of disease management as well as research, supporting hundreds of clinical articles, studies, and trials. With each improvement in hardware and software, the HFA has become increasingly indispensable as a tool for doctors to assess functional vision. The HFA3 has many advantages for visual field testing, but I'll cover the highlights with the intuitive setup process, the SITA faster testing, the liquid trial lens, and the STATPAC guided progression reports. Let's start the tour of the HFA3 with an introduction to the operator interface. And the Smart Touch interface makes it really easy for the technician to set up the patient because you select the patient and that automatically brings in the information about the patient, the previous test, and the prescription information, making it really efficient and error-free for the technician to set up the patient. Another innovative feature on the HFA3 is the liquid trial lens. This is a patented liquid lens technology that sets the prescription value for the trial lens automatically from the input on the user interface into the liquid trial lens. Once you have the lens and the interface screen set up, you're ready to seat the patient and get started with the testing. One of the major advantages in the HFA perimeter is the SITA testing strategies. SITA stands for Swedish Interactive Thresholding Algorithm. It is a patented time-saving software feature that is unique to the Humphrey perimeter. The SITA strategies are the fastest possible tests that are consistent with high testing reliability. Published glaucoma guidelines have suggested that many glaucoma patients may benefit from more frequent visual field testing in order to facilitate earlier detection of disease progression. In answer to that, Zeiss has added SITA Faster to the SITA family of testing strategies for the HFA3. SITA Faster testing takes about 2/3 of the time required by SITA Fast and about half the time required by SITA Standard for a 24-2 test. In fact, many patients are able to complete SITA Faster 24-2 testing in about 2 minutes. Taking the visual field test is important, but the HFA3 is the standard of care in glaucoma management because of the presentation of the visual field test results. The reports are based on identifying responses that are outside the normal range, corrected for age and test point location based on proprietary normal and abnormal visual field normative databases. The reports are designed to simplify and standardize the visual field test results, which helps the doctor efficiently analyze the reports to make their diagnosis. The STATPAC Guided Progression Analysis, GPA, report is one of the most helpful diagnostic tools available in visual field testing and glaucoma management. It identifies change in a series of visual fields based on the visual field index plot. This compares test results from the patient's own baseline from earlier tests. It displays the information in a trend plot that shows the projected progression in years of patient age. It also highlights change in an event analysis plot, which is based on significant limits in pattern deviation at each point in the central visual field. Doctors appreciate the simplified interpretation of the GPA reports with its intuitive graphics and plain language terms, such as the GPA alert that shows the confidence in progression. Once you have the information on the patient entered in the user interface screen, you're ready to seat the patient and get them started on the test. So we're going to have you move up to the device and get your chin in the chin rest there, and I'm going to adjust the trial lens there. On the screen there's actually instructions for the technician to read to the patient because it's important for the patient to understand how the test is going to run. So this is a check of your peripheral vision, and we're going to have you look straight into the light and press the clicker whenever you see a light shining in the bulb. So now we're ready to start the test. The technicians easily and efficiently set up the test. We do the gaze tracking, and now we're ready to start the test. So while the test is running, the operator will watch the screen and make sure that the patient's eye keeps centered and looking for the test results to show up as the test progresses. If there's anything that they need to re-instruct the patient, they can do that during the test. But basically the operator is monitoring the test while it's going on here. After you finish the first eye, you're ready to start the second eye. So we'll move the patient over to the other side of the other chin rest. There we go. And we're ready to start the other eye. We'll do the gaze tracking, and we're ready to start the test. At the end of the test, the operator has the opportunity to see the test results from that test and confirm or write any notes that they need to enter before they finish the test. When they save and exit the test, the reports are automatically generated and sent out to the right export locations. HFA3 is the latest model of the Humphrey line that has set the standard of care for perimetry and glaucoma management, with streamlined operation, faster test strategies, the automated liquid trial lens, and standardized reports, including guided progression analysis. ZEISS is committed to continued innovation with the Humphrey perimeter, and we appreciate the opportunity to serve vision care professionals with the standard of care in visual field testing.